Good morning, good morning.
Good morning, Jackie. How are you today?
Fabulous. It's a beautiful Friday, and here we are again.
Absolutely. So, how about we just jump into finding out what's the difference here between matter and substance? Last week we talked about substance. So, if you guys are joining us live and you don't know what we're talking about, so jump to last Friday's reading. And today we want to differentiate what's the difference between the substance and matter so that we can manifest thoughts into things. Let's
Awesome.
go.
So I'll kick off here. Substance has been here from the beginning, but man is just now learning how to use it for his good. We all have access to the substance, but it responds to those who recognize it. Underline, underline. But it responds to those who recognize it and make use of God's laws. Substance is not affected by our ignorance, limitation, and poverty. Perhaps we should make a distinction here between substance and matter. There is a difference, and to confuse them is to shut off our supply. Isn't that so important?
Wow. It is. So listen carefully. This is so good.
Exactly. When we say that God is substance, we mean that He is the essence of that which stands under or behind things, that which gives them being, reality, and support. Substar, that which stands under. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. I think that's so vitally important to think about that, reread that little paragraph or listen to it again, because you can substitute the word God for whatever you feel, the universe, higher being, but he is the essence. That is the essence of that
Yes.
which stands under or behind things.
And in terms of manifesting thoughts into things, so faith is the alchemist. Faith is the transformator of where it's not anymore merely a thought, but it becomes something you believe in. You know it's going to happen. That is faith. When you know for a fact this is true. And when you know this is true, you'll start to act, be, and do what you know is true. And things show up.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
But
Perhaps
remember,
we read.
there must be no thoughts of lack or no thoughts that it's not possible.
Yes. And when they come in, it's like cancel, 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 cancel in the universe.
All right. So
Let's reread this. Let's reread this chapter, like this paragraph. This
okay.
is so vital.
So perhaps we should make a distinction here between substance and matter. There is a difference, and to confuse them is to shut off our supply. And when we say that God is substance, we mean that He is the essence of that which stands under or behind things, that which gives them being, reality, and support. Substar, that which stands under. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So beautiful. So contemplate these things, and you will see that matter is formed, but God is formless, although He is the basis of all form.
Yeah. And so, just to give another example, if we now sit in our offices or in your vacation home that you're in right now, so we know that the car we own or the fork in the drawer is still there. We have faith. We know that because we know where would it go? If we don't move it, where would it go? So we have faith, and there are things that we like. There is a spectrum of what we know, and faith, accordingly, is on that spectrum too. The thing is, with our thoughts, with our belief, with our behavior, we can give energy to faith. And with that, we give energy to these possibilities, the opportunities, because every sentence, every opportunity, every interaction, it's there for you to interact, and the way you interact, the attitude with which you interact, that will create your result. And according to your faith in the result will show up.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Beautiful. Thank you, Nadine.
And that is also why, sorry, absolutely everyone needs to learn thinking into results. That's why we study this all day, because this is just the key to success. Jackie, in the last 10 days, I have 1000x on a little investment I made. In the last 10 days, I suddenly, I don't know what exactly changed, but I felt it since the summer that something changed in my belief, in my level of awareness. And I had my first high multiple 5-figure month. And I didn't change anything in my marketing strategy. I didn't change. Well, I had a new offer, but I have new offer, once in a while. So it is just that. It's something has changed in my energies, in my belief. And so therefore, everyone, that's the key. Learn this. Learn to think into results, because there is nothing else. Then you ask for things and you do the process, and it will show up for a fact, guaranteed.
But you held that belief, Nadine. You kept it going and you believed that it would happen. Now, we can't determine the time or the place, but it will happen. But you cannot let any doubt or negativity in. You've got to keep going and believing that it's going to happen.
That's right. And that's also true when things don't show up immediately. Because there were times I thought, this will never work out. What am I even talking about and stuff? But then it made sense. And so there is also the principle of persistence.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, this is a moment I have to be persistent. So let's see, what are the alternatives? And none of the alternatives were better. So sometimes you just have to pull through and say, okay, what if just for exercise thing, what if I just put my faith in this? Right? And so, yeah. So if you hear this and haven't yet heard about thinking into results, connect to Jackie or connect to myself, and let's have a conversation, because this is so vital. As it's we didn't invent this. It's written
unfortunately
down. But we live it, and so this is the difference to so many others.
Yeah. All right. So I'll go on for a little bit more, because the next bit is really also so vitally important. So go on to the subject of demonstration, and you will see that creation is always like the thing imaged in the thought. Prove me now herewith, said the Lord of hosts, if I will not open you the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing, that there shall not be room enough to receive it. We prove our dominion over material things and conditions by looking to the principle behind them. If substance responds to man's thoughts, he can direct it to the fulfillment of his needs. Do you get the feeling and promise of that? Do you see the possibilities? It makes no difference how hard times may be. The man who lays hold of substance in his consciousness will, as the Bible says, have plenty of silver. He may lose a fine position today, but he will walk into a much better one tomorrow. And that's exactly what you were saying. And there, I often think about the law of rhythm. Before you hit that high, it's a steep uphill, but you got to get to the top before it's that achievement.
That's right. And it just gets better. And always when you feel, hey, I've reached next level, you see, oh, cool, there's another next level.
There's another
let's
level.
enjoy. Exactly. Yeah, let's have a picnic and enjoy this level now, and then up level.
So we'll leave it for today, and think about that. I think it's some good food for thought for the weekend. And as Nadine says, reach out if you want to know anything more about the Thinking into Results program, and joining tribes of like-minded people, surrounding yourself by people that just lift you up, keep you going, inspire you, make sure that you're always growing. then please reach out to Nadine or myself with the Thinking into Results program. Thank you,
Good. And
Nadine.
be back next Friday, same time, same place, for the next part of You Too Can Be Prosperous, because you can.
Yep.
Cheers.